Hello, this is Lucari and welcome to another one of my Vidreps, and today we have thesikaleon versus RizziBanizzi on Wajai. A very interesting replay this is going to be because thesikaleon is a very well known Nature Frost Stonekin player, which is a very rare deck these days, and deserves to actually be played more often. And RizziBanizzi, I have no idea who he is. Fire Nature player, another completely artless fellow. Anyway, Amazon going a bit close to the mortar tower, maybe trying to bait it. Yep, trying to bait an attack from it. But this Amazon's not going to stand any chance whatsoever against RizziBanizzi's forces. He's probably just going to snipe these Sunstriders before they get out of their summoning sickness before running away, or using the mind control ability on the scavenger. No, he just runs away and has built a stranglehold up here, which would definitely stop any units from coming close to this very powerful building. Anyway, about the thesikaleon, he's quite a prolific poster of replays on vfcards.info on his Stonekin deck, and although he is not exactly the best player, he does run the very interesting and unusual decks, Stonekin deck, which deserves praise. And he is also the only player I know who actually runs a Stonekin deck with the Stonekin spell, Matter Mastery, which is a very, very nasty spell should you ever happen to build a building against the Stonekin, which unfortunately our friend RizziBanizzi is doing right now. Very bad idea against Stonekin. Unfortunately, he has not learned his lesson yet, so this is going to be a rather interesting and probably extremely short match. Anyways, thesikaleon has got his T2 monument, built a borrower. Going to send it to RizziBanizzi's base over here. The scavenger is not going to do anything. It's too low health for anything and not worth saving with ravage or heals or anything. Attack. And in fact, RizziBanizzi has not even grabbed T2 yet, so neither is possible. And what's this? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the animation, but thesikaleon, as you can see, has used Matter Mastery on the mortar tower, and this is the whole reason why you should never build any sort of buildings that can be used against you, against a Stonekin player, because now you have a mortar tower hitting your own base. And oh look, RizziBanizzi has summoned a deep one, Glacier Shell. Now this mortar, there's basically no way he can destroy this mortar tower in time before this power well goes down. Actually, I should amend my statement about you should never build buildings against Stonekin players. You should never build buildings against Stonekin players whose name is thesikaleon, because I don't know any other Stonekin players who actually uses this tactic. So unless you're fighting thesikaleon with a K, not with a CK. The CK is a different player who plays fire, I think Fire Nature or Nature Fire. The thesikaleon with a K, then you don't build buildings against it. Simple as that, because otherwise you have things like this happening. And the thesikaleon is actually a bit low on power. Glacier Shell, he's playing a bit slowly. He allowed RizziBanizzi to heal the well, which is not exactly the best idea to do. And oh dear, I don't think he has enough power to save the mortar tower, unfortunately, but still, one well down is pretty good, and this well is actually worth 1,500 power in it. Pretty good, all in all. Deep one getting owned by the Stranglehold. It's a very nasty building. The Stranglehold
forces are under
kills units, especially in melee range. One borrow from the thesikaleon trying to attack RizziBanizzi. And as you can see, the mortar tower that was here was destroyed probably by RizziBanizzi himself, because he doesn't want his own mortar tower attacking him. thesikaleon summons a deep one over here to kill this deep one over here. Yes, probably field summon. One stranglehold spell on the deep one should be more than enough to kill it. Ghost Spears take care of the borrower, no problem. I think the thesikaleon has one power well over RizziBanizzi, yes. Although this game is still salvageable until he summoned the Gladiatrix, which will not unfortunately kill the deep ones unless you have a lot of roots going on. And yep, that's one dead Gladiatrix. Ghost Spears down here. I'm not sure what the thesikaleon is gonna do. Maybe summon his own Ghost Spears to counter these, because once they get close and they have Ravage on them, it's actually quite hard to deal with them. So, oh, or just summon a deep one. I forget. Sikaleon loves the deep ones. It's unfortunate, which is very unfortunate because it's such a... You shouldn't rely on it too much. It really affects your playstyle. Once you get too used to them, you tend to ignore other unit combinations, which would be more efficient because, well, deep one counters everything. S, M, and L. Why bother using ghost spirits when you have deep ones? Look, they're knocking back and everything. It's amazing. But yeah, as I said, not a good idea to rely on them too much. Anyway, the Sikaleon has 180 power stored up, not doing anything with it. He could be going for a counter attack here, summon a deep one and move it over there to distract RizziBanizzi, or summon an aggressor, the other Stonekin unit that all Stonekin decks. Oh no, save it, save it. Oh. Well, the other aggressor, what a very wonderful Stonekin card, knocks back large units, note, which is why it's such a good combo with the deep one. I think Stonekin decks can go two ways and can go two styles of play. One is old school, which is Borrowers and Lyrish Knight combined with Home Soil, which is sort of like a cheap mass unit damaging thing. Or they could go deep ones and aggressors, which are the new style, which has its own positive sides to it. Which basically means the aggressor knocks back any large units, buff units, or Skyfire Drakes and Phoenixes, and the deep one owns everything else on the ground. Very powerful combination, very power intensive though, as you can see. I'm not sure whether you can run it off 4 wells, but it looks like the Sikaleon's gonna grab another well with both his units, which is a bit of a mistake. He should have just left one unit over here to defend, while sending another cheaper unit probably to grab the well. Anyway, the Sikaleon saved his Stranglehold with Glacier Shell. And the Tainted Roots things over here gonna kill the Gladiatrix. He maybe gets another shot off on here. Yes, so that Stranglehold has just killed 2 Gladiatrixes for only 60 power. It's quite an effective card once you get it working, once you get it up. So it's always a fail heal again. Complete fail heal and Glacier Shell. The RizziBanizzi is not gonna break the Stranglehold whatsoever, and the Roots on the aggressor and the deep one are gonna run out momentarily. And here's the combo. Okay. Oh, didn't get knocked back because the tower rooted the deep one down. I'm sorry, my mistake. And of course, roots of any kind resist the resistance still on, so a bit of a fail from the Sikaleon there. But it doesn't matter because he is grab the well here, so he's still 1 power ahead. And but the Sikaleon has a much larger base than RizziBanizzi. And Crystal Fiend, a Stonekin unit that's practically never used these days, so it's very great to see some unusual unit combos being used. I think they work very well with the little damage ramp from the all Stonekin unit yet, and their heal is significantly more efficient than the Shaman. The only problem is they cost 100 power. And they're flying with very low health, only 400 health, so against some decks they're not exactly the best choice, particularly decks with Gravity Surge. Maybe any Nox Troopers could take them down pretty easily, I think. But it doesn't matter, the Sikaleon has already won this match. No problem at all, because RizziBanizzi is summoning Gladiatrix, unupgraded Gladiatrix, which are simply not going to do anything at all.